My name is Seema. I lead marketing here at Reelo. So, for those of you who doesn't know what Reelo is or what Reelo does, we are a marketing, customer engagement and marketing automation platform. Basically, we help restaurant and retail owners, connect the software with their POS. They can run customer engagement activities. They can create their own loyalty program. You can send WhatsApp and SMS messages, campaigns, create automations on WhatsApp, create like birthday automations, lost customer automations, QR code referral program. Basically, there's a whole ecosystem that we're trying to build to help restaurants automate their whole marketing, right from getting your repeat customers to getting new customers to getting customers again in your stores, right? So that is what we do. Now, before we deep dive into the world of Instagram and Facebook ads, now, guys, just a short disclaimer. This webinar is going to be like a little bit lengthy, maybe, because we're going to talk about from scratch how to start your ads, how to use your business manager, and a couple of ideas that I've put out there of what kind of ads you can run. Now, when I say this, it's going to be like a little bit of basic. Facebook and Instagram ads are like very detailed. But we're going to talk about everything in brief. And since we know that there's a lot of audience today here during our webinar, what we'll do is we'll take questions at the end of the webinar. I also have my colleague Aditi in this webinar. She's joined us. She's going to keep tabs on the messages, and we're going to record all the messages, all the questions that you put in the chat box below. And we're going to take all of those questions at the end of the webinar. You guys can keep dropping your questions, your doubts, everything that you have, and we'll make sure that we cover everything and leave no stone unturned. Yeah. Just give me a quick few seconds. I'm going to share my screen and then we'll start. Guys, just a quick hey in the chat box if you can see my screen so I know that we are good to go. Just a quick hey. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, awesome. Yes, awesome. Thank you, guys. So Instagram and Facebook ads, basically you can run both of the ads from Facebook Business Manager. Now, for those who don't know, there are two ways to run the ads. I'm sure a lot of you might have already run the ads before. You can directly, how you call, you have that boost button on Instagram. You can directly run your ads via that. Or you can use your business manager to run the ads, which is usually known as Facebook Business Manager. Now, there are multiple things that you can do more when you run your ads via Facebook Business Manager. And when you boost your ads from Instagram directly, there are certain limitations that you're not able to do in terms of the goals that you select, in terms of the audience that you select, and also in terms of creatives, CTA, and there are a lot more things. We're going to talk about everything one by one, bit by bit, slowly in detail ahead. Now, before we start, there's one more quick question that I want to ask you guys. Here you go. So this is the one. Do you have a business manager already, or have you used a business manager before? Just a quick yes or no. Okay, so we do have a lot of people who have used a business manager before, but we do have 50% of audience who have not used it before. Okay, so let's start with basics then. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So I can see that the ratio is like a bit on 50-50 front. So let's start from the start. Now, when you talk about how Business Manager is different from when you run your ads directly from Facebook, right? So when you run ads directly from Instagram or Facebook, just click on that boost button and you just start your ads. You cannot really target niche. There are some limitations when you are targeting your audience. You might have seen that they give certain kinds of drop down while selecting your audience. It could be in terms of interest or area. That's all. You cannot either select both. You have limited CTA options. You could either, make them come to your profile or some link. There's just the post that you have posted on your page. That's the only thing that you can promote. There are limited objectives available. Now, what are your objectives and what are goal? We are also going to talk about that in future, but there are limited objectives that are available. And you have a little less to no control over your budgeting. Now, all of these and much more is what you can do via your business manager as well. So let's deep dive into that. So how does a basic business manager account works? We're also going to talk about how to create that, but just jumping into quick basics. Mukesh, is there anyone else who cannot hear my voice? Or Mukesh, you can try exiting and rejoining again if that works. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, so Mukesh, you can try rejoining the webinar again. And also, guys, the recording of the webinar will be available. So for anyone, for any reason, if you exit the webinar or you're not able to attend it, we'll be sharing the recording too. Okay, so let's jump into it. So basically, this is how the structure goes. You have a campaign level wherein you can select your goals. You have ad set level and you have ad level. Now, why these three levels exist in Business Manager is because you basically do multiple functions on all of these. Now, when you talk about at campaign level, you select your goals, that what at the end of the day do you want to achieve with your ads? Do you want to spread awareness, just reach more number of people? Do you want more traffic with your ad? Let's say, do you want more engagement, or what is it exactly that you want to achieve? Now, if you've selected awareness, traffic, or engagement as a goal, at ad set level, you can select controls. Basically, you can select what kind of audience do you want to target. Uh, okay, what I can do is I can speak in both Hindi and English. I can repeat it twice if that works with everyone. Okay, so Del, once I'll complete in English, I'll also make sure that I repeat everything in Hindi as well. Okay, good to go. So at ad set level, you can select, basically, you can control your ads targeting of what audience do you want to target, what sort of, so let's say if you are a brand who's selling salads, or if you're a brand who's, vegan, more vegan focused brand. So you can select interest over there. Or you can also limit the kind of audience that you want to target. You can select the placement. You want to show your ads only on Instagram, only on Reels, only on Facebook. So at ad set level, you get the freedom to do everything with your audience and your placement. Now, let's say my goal is awareness. So if I've selected awareness as a goal, and I want to target two different areas, so I can create two ad set within one campaign. I'll also show you actually how it works within a business manager too. But this is just to give you guys a basic understanding. And then you can create multiple ads in your ad set. Now, that is also where you select that you want to create a single image, a video, a carousel, or a collection. A single image or video, everyone knows, right? There's like a single image or a reel or a video, that is what you're promoting. A carousel is basically, if you've seen those ads wherein there are multiple images and you slide through those images, right? So those are carousel ad. That is also something that you can create. Now at this level, you select that what format of ad you want to show. You also create your ad at this level. Basically, the content, the description, the CTA, everything goes at this level. Now rehashing everything once again. So बिजनेस मैनेजर कैसे काम करता है? तीन लेवल के स्टेजेस होते हैं बिजनेस मैनेजर में, कैंपेन, एड सेट और एड लेवल. कैंपेन लेवल पे आप अपना गोल सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. गोल एज इन आप क्या चाहते हो? आप अवेयरनेस ज्यादा चाहते हो, रीच चाहते हो, ज्यादा लोगों को रीच करना चाहते हो, ट्रैफिक, एंगेजमेंट, व्हाट यू एक्चुअली वांट टू अचीव इज वो चीज है जो कैंपेन लेवल पे सिलेक्ट करते हो. एड सेट लेवल पे आप ऑडियंस कंट्रोल सिलेक्ट करते हो, किसको आप एड दिखाना चाहते हो. मेरे रेस्टोरेंट के एरिया के सिर्फ 5 किलोमीटर में, सिर्फ 10 किलोमीटर में, अगर मैं एक अगर मैं एक रेस्टोरेंट हूँ जो वीगन डिशेस सेल करता है, सो मैं उसको ऐड दिखाना चाहता हूँ जो ज़्यादा वीगन है. मैं अगर आई सेल हेल्दी डिशेस, सो मैं उसको ऐड दिखाना चाहता हूँ जो हेल्दी फूड प्रेफर करता है या जो बर्गर ज़्यादा ऑर्डर करता है. सो एट ये लेवल पे मैं मेरे ऑडियंस के कंट्रोल सेलेक्ट करूंगी, मैं कहाँ किसको दिखाना चाहती हूँ, कहाँ दिखाना चाहती हूँ और कहाँ पे दिखाना चाहती हूँ. इंस्टाग्राम पे, इंस्टाग्राम रील पे, स्टोरीज पे, फेसबुक पे. सो ये जगह पे मैं सब कंट्रोल्स बेसिकली सिलेक्ट करूंगी, प्लेसमेंट और ऑडियंस. और जो थर्ड लेवल होता है वहां पे मैं मेरी एड की टाइप सेलेक्ट करूंगी, या तो वो इमेज होगा या वीडियो होगा या वो कैरोसेल होगा. Now, how do you actually create a business manager? Now, I'm sure that everyone जो ये call पे है has a business page, right? Everyone has a restaurant or a retail store or your service, right? So just drop a quick yes if you have a business page of your restaurant or your retail store. Just a quick yes if you already have a business page. Yes. So see, a lot of you, every one of you has a business page, right? Now what you can do is, आप जब अपने business page के यहाँ पे जाते हो, then you'll see a tab called Ad Center. You can either click on that tab, or there's this link. Aditi, could you send this link in the chat? So you can just copy paste this link in the chat, or you can click on this link and bookmark this link. This is how you can reach your ad manager. अगर आपका बिजनेस मैनेजर नहीं है, इफ यू डोंट हैव अ बिजनेस मैनेजर ऑलरेडी, देन यू वुड कम टू अ पेज लाइक दिस. आपको ऐसा कुछ पेज दिखेगा जहाँ पे इट आस्क यू टू ऐड योर पेमेंट मेथड, पेमेंट डिटेल, कंफर्म योर पेज एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो ये सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज वगैरह आप खत्म करके योर बिजनेस मैनेजर वुड बी रेडी टू रन द अकाउंट. If you go on this tab over here, तो यहाँ पे you'll see a tab called campaigns. If you click on that campaign, you'll come to a page wherein you'll see all of your, basically a page where you can create campaigns and you'll able to see all of your active and draft campaigns. Now, type of goals. Now, this is the most important thing when we start the campaigns. Goals क्यों important है and why do we have to select the type of goals? Now, in this particular webinar, we are going to talk about only top 3 goals and not the last 3 goals. And also, when we talk about restaurant and retail industry, the top 3 goals are the ones that are most important ones that you should be focusing on also. So, हम awareness से start करते हैं. Awareness campaign are the kind of campaigns wherein simply as the name suggests, you want to reach more number of people. That's it. आप awareness campaign चालू करोगे जब you want more and more people, आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को आपके बारे में जानना चाहते हो. That's all. That is when you will start an awareness campaign. अगर जैसे कि मेरा रेस्टोरेंट कोई XYZ एरिया में है और मैंने सेलेक्ट किया कि 10 किलोमीटर आसपास सब लोगों को मेरा ऐड दिखे, सो बाय एन अवेयरनेस कैंपेन यू विल बेसिकली रीच एवरीवन विद इन दैट 10 किलोमीटर ऑफ रेडियस. अगर आप कोई वीडियो चला रहे हो, इफ यू हैव लाइक अ वीडियो और रील दैट यू वांट टू शो, then then basically you can run campaigns with video views. Or if you have like a new restaurant that is open, you can also start with store location. Yogesh, yes, leads and sales are also top 3, but when we talk about lead campaigns are more used when you want to, collect leads or get someone to fill the form or get someone to book a meeting. But when we specifically talk about restaurant industry, we don't usually. Yes, Devi, I'm trying to convey both in English and Hindi so that it's comfortable for everyone. So I'll start again. So yes, we were talking about leads campaign. So lead is when we want someone to, fill the form, to book a meeting or do something like that. That's where your leads campaign is most useful, when you want someone to fill something. Sales is when how to run store visit ad. Yes, I'll do that as well, Atul. So when you want to run a sales campaign is mostly used by e-commerce websites. When you want someone to purchase or buy something on your website. An app promotion, it's, as the name suggests, app promotion campaign when you want more and more people to download your app. Now we're talking about awareness, traffic, and engagement. So awareness campaign, like we discussed, it's more for your customer reach, your video views, and your store location. So someone just wrote for the store location. Yes, Mr. Atul, right? So Atul, awareness is where you can promote your store visit and your store location ad. Now, traffic campaign is also something that is highly used campaign. Basically, traffic campaign is used when you want people to redirect your website. So if you have your restaurant listed on like Zomato page or Swiggy page, you can use this particular goal to redirect your people to Zomato, Swiggy, or if you have your own website, you can also use this particular campaign to do that. Now, engagement campaign is mainly used for, let's say, if you're doing some contest, right? So you want people to comment on your post, or you want people to share that post. So that's where your engagement campaigns come into the picture, or when you want people to send you a message. So that's where this comes into the picture. Now, sales, again, we'll be talking about awareness, traffic, and engagement in this particular webinar right now. But just saying, while we're discussing all of these goals, sales is also used if you have your own website and you want people to order from your website. That is also when you can use sales as a goal. Now, why all of these goals is important? Now, let's just talk in detail that why all of these goals is important and how Facebook and Instagram algorithm works when we talk about all of these. Now, let's take an example. Let's compare all of these goals. Now, conversion is a goal that I've kept for any kind of engagement, whether it's lead generation, sales, or app promotion. Basically, when we want someone to take an event, to do an event on our website, that's when we call it conversion. So I've clubbed all of these in one. Now, let's say these are the 4 goals that we're targeting. Now we've kept the same budget for all the goals, right? Now, if you've selected an awareness campaign with 500 budget, what will happen is, because you are running awareness campaign and you want to reach more and more people, basically आप अपना ad ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को दिखाना चाहते हो क्योंकि आपने awareness campaign run किया है. So 500 rupees में you'll end up reaching 5,000 people. Now, what will Facebook do is, because you've asked Facebook that you want to show your ad to more and more people, it'll try to show your ad to anyone and everyone in the audience that you've selected. Let's say there are A, B, C, D, 4 people. So Facebook will try to show your ad to all 4 people or all 40 or 400 people as per the audience that you've selected. Maybe the impression would be less, and maybe they may or may not click on your ad. That's not what you want Facebook to achieve. But in the same budget, if you have selected traffic as a goal, Facebook will show your ad to less number of people, but will make sure that it is showing ad to only those people who are clicking on your ad. Let's take the same example, A, B, C, D, there are 4 people, right? Now, if I am running a campaign for traffic and Facebook will show my ad to A and B, if A clicks on your ad, now Facebook will try to show your ad to more people like A. So what it'll do is, because you have kept traffic as a goal, it'll show your ad to less number of people, but to people who are more probable of clicking on your ad. Now saying it again in Hindi, अगर आप ट्रैफिक कैंपेन रन कर रहे हो तो आपने फेसबुक को बोला है कि मैं चाहता हूं कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग मेरे ऐड पे क्लिक करें. तो फेसबुक क्या करेगा, सबको ऐड दिखाने की जगह अगर वो 4 लोगों को ऐड दिखाता है और उसमें से एक ऐड पे क्लिक करता है तो वो उस जैसे इंसान को ज्यादा ऐड दिखाएगा. सो वो शायद कम लोगों को ऐड दिखाए, बट more and more people will end up clicking on your ad. Similarly, if you've selected engagement as your goal, so engagement is basically you want more people to comment on your post, to share your post, or to message you, for example. So what it'll do is, it'll again show your ad to medium number of people, but it'll only show your ad to people who are more, who's clicking on your ads probability or engaging with your ads probability is more. And likewise, conversion. When I want people to take some action on your website, my reach reduces drastically, but my conversion increases. And that's why selecting a goal at initial stage of starting your campaign is important. Now, let's start with selecting goals, audiences, and CTA with examples. Please give me 2 minutes. Let me do something. I'll show my screen with ads. Let me show you a business manager directly. Okay. Everyone can see my ad, right? Can see my screen, right? Okay. So what I've done is, this is how your business manager will look once you sign up, you complete your payment details, and you do everything. Now, I have already created 3 kinds of campaign for you guys to show it to you. If you guys are not able to see, let me know. I'll either zoom it or I'll try to show it to you. Yes, Yogesh, this is ad manager, right? So this is how your ad manager will look initially. Let me show you how I can create an account. So this is a dummy account. So Yogesh, ad manager is part of business manager. So my business manager is when I click on settings, so I can have multiple ad manager in my business manager. I can have multiple tracking codes in my business manager. I can have multiple audiences in my business manager. It's like you have a home and you have rooms inside your home. So a business manager is your home, and all the rooms that you have are different ad manager. So if I go on account overview, or if I go on billing and payments, or if I go to settings, you will see my business manager. And मेरे business manager में बहुत सारे ads होंगे और बहुत सारे ad manager होंगे. See, so I have these different ad manager in my business manager, right? So that's how it works. So once you create your business manager and you create your ad account, that's where you come over here. So I'll show you one from scratch. I'll create it over here from scratch, and then we'll go to each of these goals that we discussed. So all you have to do is you click on create, and then you'll see that it'll ask you to choose a campaign objective. Let's say I'll choose awareness over here, and then you can simply click on, guys, and then you can simply click on continue. And that's how you can start your campaign. And once you click on continue, you will see कि यहाँ पे ये सारे ads create हो गए होंगे. Just a sec. Okay, so let's start with awareness campaign that we discussed. So in awareness campaign, I've selected my goal as an awareness. Now in this, I've created two ad set right now. In one ad set, I am showing that I want more and more through place views. So basically when I say through play views, what I'll be doing is I'll be running a reel ad, and I want more and more people to see my reel. That is what I want. Now, the recommendation is if you have a new restaurant or a new cafe or a new retail store, आपने कुछ नया open किया है, and not many people know about it, that's when you can run these kinds of ads. So basically, reach and awareness ads, in my experience, is more beneficial to use when you want to reach more people, when you have opened something new and you want more and more people to know about you. Because यहाँ पे there's no action happening. You're not asking anyone to take any action. You're not asking anyone to do anything. You just want more and more people to reach. यहाँ पे let's take one example wherein you select more maximum through place. Now, what does maximum through place means? Let's say आपका ad A को दिखा और B को दिखा. So A ended up looking at your reel, complete 30 seconds of your reel. Now that's a through play. So what basically Facebook will do is Facebook will try to show your ad to more people like A, because if they saw all 30 seconds of your reel, or 15 seconds or 20 seconds of your reel, that person is interested in you, right? Now, if someone just watches 3 seconds and just scrolls, Facebook will avoid showing your ad to such kind of people. Now you want more and more people to see your reel, because let's say you've opened a new restaurant, you have created a reel of your ambience, or you have created a reel of your menu, or you have created the reels of both ambience and menu and your offers and something, and you want more and more people to see everything, so that they get a FOMO, or they know that there's something interesting coming, or there's an event happening, like you're doing a live music or a workshop or something, and you're showing a video of your past workshop that happened, or video of the past live event that happened, and you want someone to see it through. That's when you basically run this kind of ad. Now, how do you actually select budget and audience? Now we'll start with budget first. There are two kinds of budgeting that you can select in Facebook. One is your daily budget and one is your lifetime budget. Now, what is the difference between both? Let's say I've selected 200 as my daily budget. What will happen is if I'm running my ad from Monday to Friday, Facebook will basically spend 200 rupees every day. So if, for example, hypothetically, if I reach 1,000 people in 200 rupees, it'll try to show your ad to 1,000 people every single day. No matter if, let's say, if Facebook is able to show it to only 800 people, then it'll find 200 more and it'll try to show your ad to all of those people that Facebook can accommodate in 200 rupees. Now, if I select, like, let's say I've selected a lifetime budget. If I select a lifetime budget of, let's say I've selected a lifetime budget of 3,000. Now what Facebook will do is, we take same example from Monday to Friday. Now you've asked Facebook that run my ad till 27th of April, like, whole month, and take a lifetime budget of 3,000. Now what Facebook will do is, will take a weekly example. let's say I take from Monday to Friday. Now, Monday is when less people view my ad, and Tuesday is when more people view my ad. So, what Facebook will do is Facebook will spend only 100 on Monday and maybe 200 on Tuesday, because you have asked Facebook to spend 3,000 during the whole week or during the whole month. So, Facebook will decide when Facebook wants to show your ad to more number of people, or when those more number of people respond. So when you don't have an emergency, let's say my event is 2 weeks later, or I've just started a new restaurant and something like that, and there's no emergency, I can start a lifetime budget. Because in your industry, people might use your Instagram or Facebook more during the weekend. So Facebook will naturally amp up your budget during weekend and show less budget and show it to less people during weekdays. But if I have an event that is happening, let's say next week only, I have only 5 days, then I'll select a daily budget, because I don't want to wait till the last day for Facebook to show my ads, right? So it completely depends upon आपका purpose क्या है, what's your goal, what's your point of view, and what kind of goal do you want to achieve at the end of the day. Now I'm going to go with daily budget only for now. So let's say audience. Now there are two kinds of audience that you'll see in Facebook. One is your audience control, and one you'll see advantage plus audience. Now audience control is basically where you tell Facebook that absolutely this is the only people I want to show my ad to. So let's say I'll select location. So I'm from Ahmedabad, right? So okay, Nini's Kitchen is what pops to my mind. So I'll write Nini's Kitchen. So if I write Nini's Kitchen, I'll show Nini's Kitchen place. So I'll show this place. So basically, if my restaurant is in Prahlad Nagar, Nini's Kitchen, or let's take an area only. I'll take Prahlad Nagar as an area. So if I take Prahlad Nagar as an area, so basically I want to show my ads in Prahlad Nagar in and around 10 kilometers. So because I know that 10 kilometers or 10, 12 kilometers is usually what people would travel to come to my restaurant, right? So I can select that. And then what I can also do is, if you have like multiple locations, you can also keep adding locations over here. Let's say I'm adding Science City. So I can show my ad over here. 16, let's do 5 kilometers. Or so somebody said Bangalore. So let's do Kormangla, Bangalore, right? So I have another branch at Kormangla, for example. So these are the places that I want to run my ads. Now, guys, where your different ad set come into the picture that we initially discussed. Let's say I have a very generic ad, just as just wherein I'm showing the menu and stuff. But what if I have my cafe in Bangalore and Prahlad Nagar, in Ahmedabad and Bangalore, and I have separate menus, separate ambience, and that is what I'm promoting in my ad. What I'll do is I'll create two ad sets. One ad set will have Bangalore and one ad set will have Ahmedabad. So that's when you can create different ad set within campaign. The thing that we discussed over here, that you can have your multiple ad sets within one campaign. That's where you can do that. Okay, so here you go. So now audience plus advantage. Over here, you can also limit the age, but let's just start with minimum age, because for restaurant and cafe, there's no particular age. You want all kinds of people to visit your restaurant, right? Now, audience plus advantage is basically you're giving Facebook an option, or you're giving Facebook a hint, or sort of a start way, that this is the kind of people that I want to target. Now, let's take an example that I want to target people. My restaurant serves vegan food, for example. So I want to target people who are interested in vegan food. So you click on detailed targeting over here, click on edit, and then you can actually target their interest and behavior. Let's say I've clicked over here vegan. You'll actually see a drop down over here. So veganism as diet. Now you'll see over here, this will show your ads to people who are interested or who follow veganism, who follow pages related to veganism. So that is a huge number of people that you see. Now, for example, you're promoting maybe like a kitty party, or like a buffet, or like a brunch. So there's a brunch event happening at your cafe or a restaurant, right? So really amazing thing to do over here is Facebook also allows you to target people whose birthdays are upcoming or whose anniversaries is upcoming or friends of people whose birthdays are upcoming. So an interesting thing to do is if I want to promote my brunch or if I want to promote an event that is happening at my cafe or a restaurant next week, I would target to people who have upcoming birthdays or friends of people who have upcoming birthdays because they might be looking for a place to go for like brunches or for like events and stuff like that, right? Or if there's a new menu or or if there's a candlelight dinner that's happening. So you can target people whose anniversaries are upcoming. You just have to write, let's say I write friends of people. Here you go. So you have friends of people with birthdays in a month. So friends of people with birthdays in a week. So you can maybe run an ad that need a last minute birthday plan. We have a brunch happening this weekend. So you can run such kind of ads too. So let's say I can select this. So basically it'll show your ads to, if my birthday is next week, it'll show this ad to my friends in my friend list. So that's there. Or if there's like a candlelight dinner event that is happening, so you can do upcoming anniversary sort of thing. See, so you can run an ad with anniversary in 31, 60 days, anniversary within 30 days. Basically, this is the place where you select that what kind of audience do you want your ad to be shown to. You can also click on browse. Yogesh, I think it'll take half an hour to 45 minutes more. You can go to demographic, you can go to live events. From here, also you can select like a lot of people, someone newly engaged, new job. Basically, what I want to say is this is the place where you select the kind of audience that you want your ads to show. Now we go to placements. This is the place where you select that where do you want your ads to be shown. If I can basically select your topic exclusion. So you want to ads to be shown everywhere or at some places, that's where you can select. So manual placement. Now what I want is I want my ads to show on just Instagram. So I'm removing everything. I want my ads to be shown on just Instagram. And over there also, I want it to be just reels and no stories. Or if I want my ads to be shown everywhere, I can select everywhere and let Facebook decides where Facebook wants to show your ads to, right? So this is the place where you decide your placements. Now this is common for every ad set. So I'm not going to repeat like this again. Now I'm just going to show you the kinds of ads that you can create. Now, if you go inside this, so here was our ad set reels. I go inside, I've already created an ad to show it to you guys. You can select your page from here. You can select create ad, or you can also use an existing post. You can upload your video over here or edit your video if you want to crop or do something from here. And then over here, you can add your text. So whatever text that you add over here, let's say I'm adding test. You'll see all of that text over here. So this is your basically description that you're going to see. Now, Facebook has also implemented AI. So whatever you add over here, let's say we add order from our new menu, vegan menu. I just added this. Facebook gives you recommendation of the text already from here. You can select that, okay, this is the text that I want to use. So it'll start using this text. That's an amazing thing that Facebook has recently launched. Now this headline is basically headline test is what you see over here. It'll come over here, see. You can also see a preview of your ad by clicking here. So you can see how your ad is going to look in your Instagram feed, in your Facebook stories, Facebook feed, Instagram reels, Instagram stories. One thing to make sure is that you always go to preview and see if any of your text is not overlapping. Now, let's say I have placed an order now button over here. Now you see that button is getting height with already a button that comes on reel. So I want to make sure that all the CTA or the button or the content that I want people to view is not there in this bottom area and top area, which Facebook already shows you that all of your main content, like your coupon code or your menu link or anything needs to be in between. So that's how you can see the preview of your ads. Now the main part comes that CTA. Because it's Reels, now of course that's going to show your ad to more and more people. But again, there's a CTA that you have to select, that what you want to do. Now, let's say if your ad is being shown to 100 people, some may or may not end up clicking on your ad. But over here in awareness campaign, it is important to have a CTA. Otherwise, Facebook will not allow you to go ahead. So you can either select a message or like a learn more link, a learn more. These are the options that you get. So you can select learn more, order now. You can put your Zomato link, Zomato Swiggy link in order now. You can put like any page that you have in learn more, or you can also simply have send message. So if I click send message, people will be basically able to send you message directly either on Facebook or Instagram. Now, store location. Similarly, what we discussed, if I have a new store and if I want to promote that, I'll select my goal as number of reach. In previous ad, we selected through place. Over here, I'll select number of reach. Everything I'm going to keep the same as it is. And over here, when I select reach, I'll be able to say chat with us. So in CTA, I can select send WhatsApp message, or I can select contact us or get directions, anything. If I select get directions, I can just simply put over here in website, you'll have a website link over here in website. I can add my Google Maps direction. Here I can add my Google Maps direction. But again, rehashing it again and saying it again, we are working with awareness as a goal. So when you work with awareness as a goal, Facebook will show your ads to more and more number of people. You might or might not get clicks. But the clicks is, let's say, in case if somebody wants to click on your ad, then you're giving them an option that you can either, come to our Google map, come to a Zomato page, or come to our profile page or anything. So that is what you're giving them an option. So now let's talk about engagement as a whole. Now, while creating a campaign, you simply have to select engagement over here. Now you'll get all of these options when you select engagement. The option that works more for your engagement is either you can go for message or you can go for on your ad. So when I select on my ad, that basically means that I want more and more people to engage with my ad, to either comment on my ad, to either share my post or share my ad, or to either like my ad. Now, when will I do that? When I'm probably running some contest or I have some giveaway sort of thing going on, that's when it's advisable to select engagement. Otherwise, engagement option is you're just going to end up getting like more likes. That's it. That won't be any useful. I'd suggest if you have like a new restaurant or something coming up, you try awareness ads instead. So rest of the things remain same. You can select your placement, you can select your audience, location, interest, and everything. So this is how your engagement ad is going to be. So just to show it to you guys, I've created a creative which is of a giveaway. So something like this, can be your ad, an engagement ad. Now, because it's an engagement ad and you're asking people or you're asking Facebook to show your ad to people who will either comment, like, or share on your post, over here you have an option to have no button. Otherwise, in all other goals on Facebook, you will not find an option of no button. Only engagement is the goal where you will find an option of no button. So you can select that. Okay, somebody is asking, how can I analyze competitors' ads or strategy? I'll make a note of that. I'm going to show that post. I cover all of these three things. Yes, you can go to ad library. Thank you, Manmeet. I'm going to show you ad library as well. That's a good point. So there you go. And you can go for message. So when you select messaging apps over here, you'll get an option that where do you want your people to message you? Either it could be WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger. I'm currently selecting Instagram. Now, the amazing thing of selecting Instagram or WhatsApp as a message on Facebook ad is you can actually build a conversation chat over here. If you have experienced when you see some ad and when you click on send message, an automated bot comes on the picture. So you can basically give a pre-question. Let's say if you're running an ad for like a new menu. So you can select the 3 questions that you want people to click on your ad and respond. Or you can also create your own bot and autoresponder that if somebody is clicking on this chat, this comes out. So this you can do via selecting automated chat option. Just a sec, guys. So this you can select via automated chat option, something like this. See. So you can give them an option of yes or no. Something select yes, this happens. If something select no, this happens. So this is the 2 ways that you can use an engagement ad. Now let's quickly run through traffic ad. Now in traffic ad, you select, of course, traffic over here is an option. Now in traffic, there are lot many things you can do over here. I'll show you all the things. Let's start with Instagram profile. Again, if you're a new business, you can redirect your people to your Instagram profile. Simply nothing. Just go select Instagram profile, select your interest, location, everything, and select your creative. And you can just visit Instagram profile, will come automatically. Guys, I see there are a lot of chat coming in. I'll take all the chat in like next 10-15 minutes or so. Again, message bot option you'll get at two places. You'll also have an option of creating message bot from an engagement as an option. And you'll also get this option in your traffic goal campaign. It's the same thing. You can select Instagram or WhatsApp to create your message bot. And you can select over here your CTA as send Instagram message or send message. And then you can create your bot. Now collect data. This is a very interesting thing that you can do. You can select website as your conversion location. Now what we have done over here is when you select website as your conversion location, where basically you want more and more people to click on your ad. So I've created a dummy ad for you guys over here. Let's say I'm running an offer, saying a 50% off barbecue burger, or maybe 20% off, or a free brownie, or like a free mojito, or something like that. Now what I can do is collecting data is very important nowadays. How you can do with Facebook. If you run all kinds of campaign wherein you're sending people to your Instagram profile, or you're asking them to drop a message on Instagram, on WhatsApp, it becomes difficult to collect and collate all of those data. What you can do is you can select website as a goal. You can run a campaign of an offer. You can keep a CTA that shows get offer or claim offer, and you can create a QR code using Reelo's platform, and you can paste that landing page's link over here. Now, what will happen is once they click on the ad, they'll visit a page like this that you get 50% off on your next burger. You can, of course, customize and change everything as per your requirement, as per your need that you want to. You can have your Zomato direction or Instagram links over here. Now, to get that 50% off or a free brownie or a free mojito, that user, that customer will basically have to give in his name and phone number to claim the offer. Now, two things will happen. One, you get all the details of your customer who have claimed the offer. Let's say 100 people claim the offer. So you have 100 phone numbers and name with you. You can reach out to those 100 people later. Out of those 100, at least 10% of them will end up visiting your cafe or your restaurant, right? So this way you're acquiring new customer and you're also collecting data of your customers. Now, another amazing thing will happen is that because you're creating this with Trello, you can also start an automation. Let's say they'll receive, and let's say you've kept 15 days validity for this offer, right? So they will receive an expiry message before 3 days or before 5 days, whatever you select, that your message is expiring. So they'll also receive a reminder message. Now, this way, you'll have more and more people visit your cafe and your restaurant. So this is there. Now, again, a simple, you can select the same goal, which is of website. And instead of Relo's landing page link, you can use your Zomato Swiggy link over here. Over here in website, you can use your Zomato Swiggy link. Now, what you can do is the creative that you create, you can create up something like order online and get 10% off, and you can use the button or CTA called order now. One more thing that you can do, let's say I'm promoting some new menu, or I'm promoting an event that is happening, or maybe a live event, open mic, something like that. And I'm not taking bookings, or maybe like a brunch or some other event is happening where you're taking bookings on the call and stuff like that. So you can also select calls as your goal, and you can simply add your phone number over here. Now with this, what will happen is this is how your ad is going to look call now. And as soon as somebody clicks on call now, their phone dialer will open. So this is how you can get more calls and more inquiries in your cafe that you want. So guys, these were the few ways that these are the few examples and few ways that you can basically create your ads. Let's go back to where we were. A simple brush up of what we just discussed right now. So in awareness, you can basically, you reach out to more people, you can do more video throughs, or you can have people visit your location. You can spread awareness about your cafe or your restaurant. These are the kinds of ads that you can run, that we are open or there's a new menu, or you can also select WhatsApp message. When you talk about engagement, you can run the kind of ads that is contest, polls, or maybe just just awareness campaigns. You want just more likes, or you want people to visit your page. So these are the kind of campaigns that you can run with awareness. When it comes to traffic, you have more options to the kind of campaigns that you would run. Like you can send people to your Zomato, Swiggy profile, Instagram profile. You can collect data, your calls. You can also have or start your message bot. These are the kind of campaigns that you can run when it comes to traffic. This one thing that we discussed, that if you want to collect more data, like I said, you can create a QR code, you can create a landing page with Reelo to claim your reward. You can promote this landing page and you can get all the details. Like I said, you can also select that when your offer is expiring, and you can set a reminder. So let's say if 1st of May is when I claim the offer, and 15th of May is when the offer is expiring, and it's 3 days before. So on 12th of May, I will receive automatically a message that, hey, Rima, you have an offer that is expiring in next 3 days. Visit us soon to claim the offer. So this is how you can collect data, and you can also reach out to those people whose data you have collected later on via WhatsApp and SMS. Okay, now before moving to the next section, best practices for creatives, there are a lot of chats that have come in. I'll pick up few. Okay, somehow I have 4 5 ads. Sumit, somehow I have 4 5 ads account created. How do I remove extra accounts and retain the one that I use? So Sumit, if you go to your business manager setting, you'll go to your ad account and you'll see all the ad account over here. You'll see a small button on the top say remove. So your account will be disabled, but you won't be able to remove it. Basically, Facebook currently doesn't allow you to delete your accounts completely, but you can disable your accounts. You can disable your ad accounts. That is what you can do. And once the ad account is disabled, you may or may not, this is something that Facebook doesn't give like rights to everyone, can may or may not reactivate your ad account. So that is something that you can do via business manager. I've been using ad manager for all my campaign problems, and facing is ad is not reaching to my target area, let's say 5 kilometers, going all over places, entire state. Outside state, I'm not sure how. So like I said, in location, you can select that one location. You can select 5 kilometers. And if you see that your ad is reaching to a lot of people that you don't want your ad to reach to, wait guys, then there's a section over here called exclude. Just opening like a random ad set to just show it to you. So if you go to audience control over here in ad set level, let's say you've added location over here, there's also an option to exclude this custom audiences. Basically, you can go over here in audiences and you can create a custom audience. Let's say I've created audience rest of the India, or I've created such kind of audience. I'm creating a custom audience. Somebody who visited my website, or a customer list, or just a custom audience that I want to create. So I can create that audience, or I can create a save audience wherein I can name, let's say, rest of India like this. And I can name over here the places that I do not want to show my ad. And I can, when I create this audience and save over here, you'll see the custom audience over here in dropdown. So you can exclude these audience. This is one of the way wherein you can actually hide your ads from certain kind of people that you want. And also I'd suggest 5 kilometer is like a fairly small area, because 5 kilometer, let's say आपने budget डाला होगा 100, 200 or 500 per day or something like that. Now in 5 kilometer, there's not much people to show your ads to. Now, because you've asked Facebook to show your ads to 1,000 people and there are not 1,000 people in those 5 kilometers, Facebook will end up expanding on its own. So that's why you can select more number of people. What you can also do is, I can give an example. Let's say my restaurant is in one area. I can select 5 kilometer around my restaurant. But what can I also do is I can select certain areas. So if my restaurant is charges, let's say 2,000 or 2,500 or 3,000, per for 2 people, I can select areas in my city that I know are very high end areas. So that is also something that I can do because I need to have more people. When you select your audience, you would see an estimated audience size over here. Do you see that? When your estimated audience size is way too small, Facebook will automatically try to expand and show your ads to more people, which is better way to boost post or ad Facebook or Instagram. So 252949, sorry, I cannot see your name, but boost post. And anyway, running your ads from ad manager is any day better than just boosting a post, because right now you saw all of these CTA options, audience control options, location options. You will not find all of these options in boost post. And when you end up just boosting a post, you'll just end up getting likes. That is what all of you guys would have also noticed. And पोस्ट पे आधे से ज्यादा लाइक्स तो redundant होते हैं, and what are you going to do all of those likes, right? So instead, if you also want to run an ad for people to visit your Instagram profile, I'd select you do it this from ad manager, because then you have more control over the kind of people that are showing your ad to, right? uh, Nikunj, you're waiting for a query. Okay, that is what I just said. How can I analyze competitor ad strategy? Okay, this is the one that we were speaking about, right? So I'll show you ad library. Now, Facebook has a thing called ad library. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this link over here and comment. You guys can again bookmark this link. So ad library is where you can basically see the ads of all of your audiences that are there right now. Let's say I'm selecting Starbucks over here, right? So I'm selecting, if I have Starbucks India. Yeah, so you go. So if I select Starbucks India, then so these are the ads that Starbucks are running right now. See. So ad library basically gives you an option to sort of spy on your competition, or to see that what kind of ads other restaurant is running. And if you see no ads over here, zero results, basically that restaurant or that particular page is not running ads anymore. You'll also be able to see when did they start this ad, what is the ad library ID. If I go and if I click on see details, you'll also be able to see that on what platforms are they running this ad. Because this ad has no variations, they are currently running this ad only on Instagram. So let's say I clicked on this ad. If this ad has variations, you would see below. Let's try this. No, okay. See, you'll also see about the ad audience that they're running this ad to more than 1 million people. So that means they're using like a more budget, or they're using very wider audience. The amount of money that they're spending. So the amount of impression this ad is done. So basically, you'll be able to see everything, about the kind of ads that a particular page is running. I hope this helps. Then, okay, where was I? Suppose if I am wanting to sell my artwork, which are mostly for gifting purpose, what should my goal and target be? So Samit, to sell your artwork, which are for gifting purpose, do you do it via Instagram? Do you have a website? Do you have a page? Is there anything, how do you usually sell your artwork? So let's say meanwhile you answer, Samit, if you're selling your artwork via Instagram, you can basically, okay, we have an answer. Okay, Samit, if you're selling your artwork directly via Instagram, you can select basically engagement as a goal, or you can select traffic as a goal. And you can redirect send message on Instagram. That is one thing you can keep as a CTA. And because it's for gifting purposes, like we discussed, depending upon the range of your artwork in audience, you can actually select somebody who is recently engaged, somebody whose anniversary in like next 30 days, somebody friends of birthdays who's there in next 30 days. Because if let's say my husband's birthday is coming soon, or my anniversary is coming soon, and I want to give a personalized gift to that person, and if I suddenly see an ad of an artwork going on, I might consider that, right? So you can select such kind of audiences for your artwork. If you have a website, you can select link click or traffic as an option and redirect them to website. You can also select sales and redirect them to website. And if you do not have a website and you sell via Instagram, send message is something that you can use. I hope that answers your question. Now I'll move on to next one. Can you, my awareness communication is going beyond my select geography. Okay, Nikunj, I think I already spoke about this. Make sure that you have enough audience in your bucket, because if you select a lesser amount of estimate audience size, Facebook will automatically try to show ads to more people. And also you can create an audiences and put it in exclude audience if that is something that you absolutely want to negate. Can you tell top five services we can pitch hotels, restaurants, resorts, cafe owners? Yogesh, I did not understand the question. Maybe we can take this offline. Uh, Rukia, please clear doubts after you have so many doubts. Sure, Rukia, you can send your questions. How to follow leads? Thomas, again, I'm not able to understand how to follow leads. If you can expand on your question a bit, will help me understand. Guys, will it help if I allow everyone to speak maybe? Then you can unmute yourself and that you can do. So for like some time, I'm just allowing you guys can unmute and ask your question. Thomas, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question if that is there. Yogesh, can you share your IG handle so I can connect with you? Yogesh, you can connect me via Reelo's Instagram account. Please tell me how to run store visit ad. Atul, so we discussed that right now. Store visit ad, what you can do is there's one ad. If you go to awareness campaign over here, you can basically get direction. That is one ad that you can run. So you can select get direction as a button. So it's just a sec. Let me hide all of this. So you can select get direction as your call to action. And in over here, you can keep your map color. Now, what will happen is if you run your ad, guys, this is one thing that I'm yet to talk about. We'll talk about the best practices of the creatives that you can run in ad. So once you run like a reel or a video ad, that is more advisable, and you can keep get direction as your CTA and have your map link over here. That is how you can also run more store visit ads. I joined the meeting a little late. Would love to catch up later again inside. Okay. Akshay, sure, we can take this offline. I have a dessert shop. How can I run ads for smaller area people who are near my restaurant? So, Rukia, if you have a dessert shop and if you have a smaller area, you can run ads for maybe takeaway or you can run ads for that. And if it's a smaller area, what you can do is you can keep the budget less and you can run ad for longer time. Let's say keep a budget around 80 to 100. That's the minimum budget that Facebook requires. And you can also try running your ads from different areas. Like if I'm in Ahmedabad, right? So if my bakery shop is in Prahlad Nagar, I would try running my ad on, 10, 20 kilometer far. But what I would do is I would select a certain areas in Ahmedabad that I know are, sort of posh areas or that I know that are more prone to buy desserts. That is what something I would experiment with. What if we run ads just on Instagram? Yes, amazing. You can run your ads just on Instagram and not on Facebook, of course. So I'm just going to select over here. So like I showed before, you go to placements, you will see an advantage plus placement section over here. What you can do is just click edit, manual placements, and you can just deselect everything. So your ads will run just on Instagram. In fact, if you are a restaurant owner, people prefer Instagram more nowadays than Facebook. You can also select that even on Instagram, you want to run your ads on just reels and stories and nowhere else. So that's another thing that you can end up selecting. See, being a restaurant, what kind of ad copy will resonate to my target audience? Noodle Shooter, let's take that in the next chapter in 5 minutes. I'll take that the best practices of ads. So we'll cover that in that. How do you see how much a competitor is spending on an ad again? Neil, so you might not get an exact estimate of how much the competitor is spending. And I don't think so that that is something that Facebook would reveal. That is like a breach of privacy too. But again, if you see that ad and if you see, if I go to an ad library and if I see that that ad has been running since very long, that is something that you can assume that they're running those ads since long. This is the most. So how do I usually gauge if somebody has been running ads since like last 3, 4 months? Of course, that ad is giving them like good results, and that's the reason they are constantly running their ad again and again. And then they're experimenting with new ads also. But you cannot see exactly how much your competition is spending. My ad account gets disabled many times. Please share tips on how to get not. So, Rukia, it has happened with us also. Sadly, this is Facebook have a very strict guidelines. So make sure you don't share your ID password with a lot of people. If you have 3, 4 people in your team, give accesses to those people. Don't share ID password. Don't log in from too many systems. That is something that gets Facebook very suspicious. Don't try to using different. Okay, also these are just indicative things. This is not guidelines, but these are some things that you can probably do to avoid getting disabled. Try to use only one card for your payment method. Don't try to change your payment method again and again. These are just few things. So basically, what happens is if you've been running ads constantly, and if there are areas with your payment or there's some suspicious activities of too many logins with too many locations, too many systems, too many payment methods, then these are the things that Facebook usually flags it up as like a suspicious activity, and they might disable your account. So again, these are just indicative. These are not, is going to save you. But sadly, Facebook does that, and we have also experienced it. Suppose I run an awareness ad and 5,000 people have seen that ad and 50 people would reach to my restaurant. So how can track those 50 people that people come to my restaurant? So there's a thing on Facebook called tag offline visits. Now there's a lot of integration that is required. We can probably take that on another session. So Facebook Pixel is so you have Google Analytics, right? Wherein you can basically see how many people visit your website and stuff. Similarly, Facebook has Pixel. So you can integrate that pixel to your offline POS system and offline places as well and online as well. And that's how you can track offline visits too. But again, that's is like a whole new different chapter. But again, what you can do is if you want, let's say you run an ads for instead of awareness, you can run ads for link clicks, traffic. You can use this kind of landing page and you can see that how many people have claimed. And from this, let's say 5,000 people have seen your ad, 500 people have claimed this. Of course, you would be able to see that who have claimed your, who have claimed this offer. Reelo's backend shows you that as well. And then you'll also be able to see that from those 50 claims, how many people have actually claimed it and visited your restaurant. And if you really want to know more about it, you can book a demo. Aditi, can you share the demo link in the chat box below? So for everyone who wants to know more about how you can run such kind of claim offer and landing pages, you can book a demo. So guys, for the people who are using Reelo currently, you can book a call with your account manager. Aditi, do share the link of expert call as well. And for the people in this webinar who are not using Reelo, you can book a demo and they can show you around the whole product and how it actually works. How to actually pitch to cafe owners who's doing a decent ROI. Devi, again, let's take this offline. Guys, because there are too many questions, I'm just taking questions related to ads right now. To increase their reach, can I use SMM and run ads? To increase their reach, can I use? Yes, you can also use SMM and run ads. Facebook third-party app deducted 200 rupees per day. How can we stop if we don't want my leads to run? You can simply stop your ads if that's what you're asking. If my ads is active, I can just click on this button, off button, and stop my ads. Okay, guys, so we've shared 2 links over here. One is book expert call. So if anyone, okay, so Aditi, I think you've sent the wrong link. Wait. So guys, if you are a current Reelo user, and you want to speak to your account manager on how you can, create such kind of landing pages and run those ads, you can use current Reelo user link. And if you're not using Reelo currently, you can book a product demo via this. So I'm sharing both the links over here for current Reelo user and for a product demo link. Okay, those were too many questions. So, okay, we just have like one section remaining. I think that is also important. So let's get started with that. It's going to take quick 5 minutes for that. It's just best practices for what kind of creatives you should run for your, ads, and what kind of creatives works. I think this is also one of the questions that was asked by you guys. Okay. So to begin with, guys, I've stated over here a few examples of the kind of creatives that you guys can run. One is show off what's behind the scene. Now, this is something that a lot of people are doing, not just restaurant industry, but everyone. Basically, when you show off what is going on behind the scenes, what happens is you build that trust also. So you try to show faces. When they see actual human faces behind who's creating a customer's food, who's serving you, that creates a very personal connect. Now, while creating such kind of ads, you can, let's say I've created an ad wherein I'm showing someone creating a mojito or creating a drink or creating like a sandwich or a food, something like that. I would run an ad of click on the menu or order now or no more. I'll use such kind of things while creating such kind of creatives. Now user generated content, this is one thing that, again, if I am saying that, of course, my restaurant is amazing, of course I would say that it's my restaurant, right? But when somebody else says this, that I visited this place and the experience was amazing, that builds an authenticity and credibility, right? So whenever you see somebody coming to a cafe or an influencer, you can also promote the assets, the images, reels, and videos created by those influencers. And what you can do is you can retarget, you can promote your new menu, you can promote it for engagement, or you can promote it for video views. Irresistible food images. This is something that I cannot emphasize enough. Now, it would have happened that you opened your YouTube channel. Now, Zomato Swiggy runs a lot of ads, right? If you have opened your YouTube channel, it's highly likely that आपने एक बार तो Zomato का ad देखा ही होगा. Now, when you see that Zomato ad or when you see that food ad, if it's a chocolate, there's like a gooey chocolate oozing out of that pastry, or it's like a very cheesy pizza or a very amazing chole bhature or something that you see in the ad, what will happen is you automatically start craving that, right? So what you're selling is you're selling food. So if you create an irresistible food images, if you have like if you're a bakery shop or you sell dessert, try to show the close up of that oozing chocolate or that cream or, that basically, that oozing out stuff or that ganache. Try to show all of that via your videos or images. If you have sandwiches or pizza, try to show that cheese. Basically, if I see your video, I should feel that I want to have that now. I should be craving for that. That is one thing that you can promote. Now, you can use any kind of targeting or goal to promote this, but this is something that's going to give you good amount of reach. Now, making videos, this is something that I've kept few examples over here. Now, this is something that will actually help a user feel that craving ka need. Now, I'm taking this example. So what they're doing is they're creating this pastry. Now, when I see that being created, when I see that fresh strawberries, I would feel like going, buying that, ordering that. You can use things like order now, claim the offer, or send a message. You can use such kind of CTA in these images. These are few examples. I'm just going to play it out for you. See, even when you as a person, you see all of these images, you actually do feel like, okay, this is something that I'm craving now, right? So we need to create such kind of videos more. Ambience. Now, currently, you guys know more than me, but when you are in this industry, ambience is like very important thing, that vibe, that feel. This is mainly when you have opened like a new place, what you can do is you can promote your place. That is sort of going to tell someone what vibe have you created and they would like to visit your cafe. I've, kept like few references for you guys to see it over here. Okay. Okay, guys, this is not playing. It's opening in a different link, but that's okay. Let's just see it over here. See, this is also one of the place where you see that how they're showing the vibe of the place, right? So this makes you feel like, okay, this is a place where I do want to go and I do want to, visit and check this out more. Maybe click some Instagram pictures, maybe post some pictures. So that is the reason where showing your ambience in a beautiful way is can work wonders for you. Now events. What you can also do is we talked about events and one of the ads that you guys can create. We talked about events like live music, open mic, and stuff like that. So when you create those events, you can actually keep CTA as in take bookings, call messages, or engagement. These are the kind of goals that you can keep, and you can show the images of your past events. That's it, guys. We already took questions in the between, but if anyone has any questions, I'm all ears. Okay, Atul, I think we already covered those. So if you run an ad and 5,000 people have seen that ad and 50 people would have reached your restaurant, currently there's no way to track your online and offline. Facebook Pixel is something that you can Google it once, read it about, or we can keep a separate session for that. So Facebook Pixel is something when implemented properly, you can track your offline visits. But for this generic ad, you cannot really right now track that. Or what you can use is the Relo's landing page that we talk about. That is also something that you can currently use to track that how many people have visited or claimed your offer. Oh, thank you so much, Varun. Yes, so we'll be sharing the recording of the session too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share our YouTube channel and Instagram links over here in chat box, guys. So you can follow our YouTube channel. Mostly the recording will go out by tomorrow. That is what we're saying. And you can follow our Instagram account. Now we keep updating all of those webinars and sessions that we do. So you can keep following that. And we'll also post it on Instagram when our recording goes live. How can we target the same audience who have previously seen your ad? Okay, Rukia, that's an good question. I can show it to you that right now too. So I'm just sharing my screen again if you can see. Okay. So guys, we talked about audiences, right? This, you can see my screen, right? Again, I've shared again. Just a sec. So we talked about audiences. So there's a create custom audience. So you can click on custom audience and you can click on activity. Let's say meta sources. I clicked on Instagram account or I clicked on Facebook page or something like that, however I want to click. Mostly we click on Instagram account right now. Now we go to next. You'll see a page like this. Now what will happen is over here, I select my source that this is the account. Now, everyone who has engaged with my account, I can also select what do I want. Everyone who has engaged with my post, everyone who has saved my post, everyone who has started following my account, what do I want? So I'm going to keep it generic that everyone who have engaged with my professional account. In last what? So 365 days is a lot. I'm going to take in last 60 days. So everyone who have engaged with my professional account in 60 days is what I want to create. And I can give this audience name like, 60 days engagement, something. And I click on create audience. The moment I click on create audience, Facebook is going to create an audience. All of those people who have engaged with my ad in last or engaged with my account in last 60 days. And then when I go to my business manager over here, let's say take this example for now. Over here, you see in section, right, where we inputted location. You click over here, existing custom audiences. Over here, you'll see a drop down of all the custom audiences that you have. यहाँ पे आपको 60 days engagement audience दिखेगा. You can click on that and that's how you can retarget your audience basically. I hope that helps. Thank you, Manoj. Nikunj, so I mentioned this already. So if you I have created an ad, let's say for 5 kilometers, your ad will not reach to your target audience. So basically what you're saying is you're running ad and you've selected 5 kilometers and it's going all over the place. आपने अगर 5 किलोमीटर सिलेक्ट किया है और वो 5 किलोमीटर में सिर्फ 1,000 लोग ही हैं जिनके पास फेसबुक अकाउंट है और इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट है फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बट आपने फेसबुक को इतना बजट दिया कि वो 5,000 लोगों को आपके ऐड दिखा सकता है, बट वो एरिया में सिर्फ 1,000 लोग हैं, तो फेसबुक क्या करेगा, 5,000 लोगों को ऐड दिखाने के लिए वो खुद से ही 5 किलोमीटर से बाहर चला जाएगा, बेसिकली ऑप्टिमाइज इट्स एड टू शो इट टू मोर पीपल, बिकॉज आपने उतना ज्यादा बजट दिया है। तो 5 किलोमीटर में अगर आपका एस्टिमेटेड ऑडियंस साइज कम है, सो आई रेकमेंड इंक्रीजिंग इट टू 10 किलोमीटर्स और 12 किलोmeters, दैट हेल्प्स। I created leads on FB where in terms and conditions was deducted 200 per day. It started deducting 1,200 per day. Uh, Ashok, I'm actually not able to understand your query. But what you can do is if you go to your business manager account, you would see a small question mark on the left side. You can reach out to their support. Their support in this way is pretty quick. Ad के मामले में वो actually बहुत quick है. You can reach out to their support. They'll either reply to you can chat with them, and sometimes they also end up calling you and solving your case. So अगर ऐसा कोई glitch है, then you can reach out to their support and they'll solve your problem. Posting a post on Instagram versus a sponsored ad post. So हमारे both का purpose अलग है. If you post a post on Instagram that only your followers can see it, but if there's a sponsored post, basically you have, let's say, 1,000 followers. And if you're posting something on Instagram, only your 1,000 followers can see that post. But if I'm sponsoring a post, I'm asking Facebook to show my ad to not just 1,000, but maybe 10,000 people. So that's the difference. So if I am okay to just show it to 1,000 people, I would keep posting it just on my Instagram and slow and organically. तो 1,000 से 2,000 followers पहुंचने में it might take a month for me. But if I run a sponsored post, I can get result immediately. So that's the difference. So depends upon आपका goal क्या है. I meant boosting it, boosting a post versus sponsor. I would anyways personally would go with a sponsored post and not boosting it, because like we discussed, boosting post directly from Instagram gives you very limited options. However, if it works for you, you can do it, try it. But if you do it via business manager, basically via ad manager ads account, you'll get a lot more, like you can retarget, you can change your CTA, you can limit your ads, you can show your ads just on Reels, just on Instagram. So you get much more freedom to run the ads kind of thing that you want. And on Instagram also, you'll just get like it'll try to reach to maximum number of people, or you have an option for message. But if I actually create like a sponsored post via Facebook ad manager, I can select my goals. Like I want more people to click on my ad. I want more people to engage. I have more freedom to do whatever I want to do. That's why I'll always go for a sponsored post. But then again, this is always subjective. Thank you everyone for being an amazing audience, for being patient with us and sitting through the whole session. Thank you guys.